Everyone, and welcome back to the BCP Rail channel. I'm BCP Rail, and today we are looking at the NEC New York to Trenton. Experience a city that never sleeps, from the Big Apple to New Jersey suburbs. Non-stop action awaits aboard Premier Electric Traction. Serve the East Coast well with New Jersey Transit and Amtrak passenger equipment brought to life in Train Sim World 3, Northeast Corridor, New York to Trenton. Fantastic. Now, just a quick, what's the word? Preface. I am not a Dovetail ambassador. I did not receive this route free, and I am not getting paid to do a review for it. These are my own opinions. Anything that you hear come out of my mouth is from myself. Okay, so let's get in to the route, because I want to talk about something. There's a rant coming. There is a rant coming, so I do apologise. Let's set it to today's date. So we'll get in. I'll find a good place to spot. We're going to talk for about a couple of minutes. Describe it. Just saying. Oh, so these don't work. Oh, so they've gone in, implemented tech for it, and it doesn't even work. Where's the lift? Does that work? No. Okay, can't get in there. That's what I like. What Rivet do. If this was a Rivet route, you'd be able to get in there. Can we use the lift? No. Okay. So they made this new tech, and you can't even use it. Right. Okay then. So, stand here. Check out the map. Okay, so this is the map. So we've got, that's what's its face, from Long Island Railroad. So we've got New York Penn, which looks busy for once in its life. As you can see, there's no Long Island Railroad trains. Why? Performance. Do I think performance is a good excuse? Absolutely not. You know, with the newer generation of console, I think that it could support bigger timetables and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, there's Sunnyside Yard, again no LIR trains. There's no freight, again due to performance. I don't know why. You know, we've got these big freight yards that we had in the original NEC New York from 2018. You know, here's the yard. I don't understand why there's no wagons, why there's no stationary freight engines. Due to performance? No, I don't think it is. I think that is an excuse, and it's a terrible excuse. You know, if you could put LIRR stock in one scenario, but you couldn't be bothered to put it in a timetable mode, then, you know, half the timetable is missing. Why is half the timetable missing? This is a Joe table. Joe makes excellent timetables. Look at Brighton Main Line. Look at Southeastern High Speed. Both have full timetables. So why are the Americans missing out on full timetables? I mean, yes, this is the first American route where they've got loads of services, but they're missing out on half of them. So yeah, oh well, poor. So it's just excuses after excuses. So yeah, okay. So let's get into it. Sorry to start off with that little rant, but it had to be said. So let's have a look at scenarios. So we've got sunny side up, recover a train from New York Penn Station and swap out the locomotive at Sunnyside Yard. Havoc across the Hudson, Northeast Corridor has been chosen for infrastructure upgrades, the largest task being repairing and rebuilding the over 100-year-old tunnels under the Hudson River. Winter in the city, take control of an evening service during winter as a storm approaches on the east coast. Cab to the race, run a special new NJ Transit race day service where timing is key. Get the spectators to the station before the racetrack shuttle bus leaves. Ooh. NYE in NYC. Amtrak have put on extra services from Newark Liberty Airport to New York Penn for New Year's celebrations in New York. Nice. So I will be doing those in a separate video, just because it's easier that way. These first looks are to look at the locos and the route. All the scenarios is to look at the scenarios and training. We're gonna do the training, of course. That's what first look we're gonna do.
Welcome to New York Penn Station, located under Midtown Manhattan in New York City. Originally built in 1910 by Pennsylvania Railroad, this station holds the title for the busiest station in the United States, with over 600,000 commuters visiting every day.
Busiest.
The original station building stood until 1963, when demolition work controversially began. It was the loss of this historic building that kick-started the Landmarks Preservation Act in the United States. As the platforms were below ground level, a steel deck was constructed to allow services to continue throughout the demolition. There's a missing route map over there. Let's fix it while you're here. There are more tasks to discover. Be sure to apply route maps, sort the recycling, clean no trespassing signs, and collect baseball cards.
Baseball cards.
Wait on the platform. Your train will arrive shortly.
That's hilarious. They've got LIR trains in this. Why can't we have them in timetable mode DTG? Come on. See, I'm getting. There's not even any lag. Look, it's smooth as all. And we've got LIR trains there. Why are they not in timetable mode? It makes no sense. Don't say performance if it's not performance. Jesus. I should not go on like it. Oh, it's DVBR 101. Can't be the only one who's made that. Where's first class? Because I'm better than these peasants. I'm joking. I'll sit where it tells me to. Doors aren't open, so I can't.
Take a seat. The train will be departing shortly.
I'm sorry, but where is it? Where is they? But look! LIRR trains. Come on, DTG. Give us. Just put it in timetable mode. We'll forgive you.
This section of the Northeast Corridor line runs for just over 58 miles and travels between New York Penn and the Trenton Transit Center. The route contains a total of 17 stations, which are serviced by both Amtrak and New Jersey Transit services. This train is powered by a New Jersey Transit ALP 46 locomotive. These electric locomotives are commonly seen across the Northeast Corridor and are derived from the German DB BR 101. They are most commonly seen operating local stopping services and are capable of reaching a top speed of 100 miles per hour.
Oh, it's dark in here.
Take a trip along one of the busiest lines in the world
quite nice.
and experience the thrill of
Glowing dark.
operating both Amtrak and New Jersey Transit services while handling busy commuter traffic. This is Train Sim World,
Hey, we
Northeast
turned out the
Corridor,
lights.
New York to
Turn
Trenton.
out the lights. Okay, let's go and do the loco. Let's get the loco boringness out the way, because we all know it's going to be a copy and paste, don't we? So we have to do it through the training centre now. So first one we'll find is this one. We'll do both of these then. Let's see what. Let's guess. Is it around the big loop or the little loop? I'm going to say big loop.
In this
Oh
training
my God,
module, you'll be
it's a
taken
copy
through
and
the
paste.
operation of an ALP 46 electric locomotive. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard.
These tutorials are all the same and they're boring.
Take a
It's
seat in
a
the
blatant
engineer's
copy
position.
and paste. This is just a seller.
To unlock the
Intro is
control
just
desk,
different training.
insert the reverser handle. The reverser sets the direction of travel and activates many of the train's systems. Let others know this locomotive is in operation by setting the headlights. The ditch lights are used to provide a greater range of sight from the cab. This helps the engineer to see more of the line ahead and any oncoming trains whilst driving at night.
Oh, look. Nothing. This is...
To allow this cab...
Do you know what? I'm just going to pause it right here. One thing I don't like, since Train Sim World 3 has come out, is the lackluster tutorials. Each tutorial is a copy and paste of a different tutorial. It's just run around the big loop or run around the little loop. That's all you do. It's boring. Training Centre was meant to come in and actually give us better training than that we would have got in Train Sim World 2 or Train Sim World 2020 or the original Train Sim World, where I actually thought the tutorials were better. These tutorials are boring. It's just all the same.
To control the brakes, set them to be cut in. To begin loading passengers, you will need to open the doors.
Missed opportunity, that's what it is. Anyway, let's go look at the coaches. So
it is time
double
to
deck.
depart. Close the passenger doors.
So we've got down. And we've also got an upstairs. And yeah, I think this is all just the same class, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think they do first class on these. Ho, 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 ho. That's the same sound as a DBBR 101.
For this introduction, you will be completing a full lap of the circuit and performing passenger operations once you arrive at the next stop. This train is now ready to go. Release the brakes and apply some power to get moving.
It's my pentagram. Nice. Ho, 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 ho. That is nice. I can't move. Where's the bell? Turn that bell off. Bell? Why can't I move? Why can't I don't... What's going on with this? Anyone know what's going on? Have I missed something? What have we done? Well, they didn't cover that in the training, did they? Should work now. Full power of it.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Built in Germany by Bombardier, the ALP-46 electric locomotive has been in operation since 2002 and is based on the design of the German BR-101 locomotive. New Jersey Transit originally ordered 24 of these locomotives in December 1999, with a further 5 being ordered in September 2001. This locomotive is capable of producing an average of 7,100 horsepower and has a top speed of 100 miles per hour.
Copy and paste. This is boring. I'm sorry, but this is boring. DTG, if you're watching, which you're probably not, please do something different with the tutorials. They are boring. There's nice running sounds.
We are now approaching the station. Apply a small amount of brake force to come to a gentle stop.
This is a nice loco drive. It's going to take a bit to get used to, but yeah, we can do it. Ah, poo.
Nice work. Now that the train has stopped, we can open the passenger doors.
I think that's a bug that these doors don't open.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this locomotive.
Crap. And fleet time? Nice.
In this training module, you'll be taken through the operation of an Amfleet cab car.
It's the same
During this brief
tutorial.
introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard.
It's literally the same tutorial. Just in the opposite direction. Same platform.
Take a seat in the engineer's position.
Oh, it's pretty nostalgic. Pretty nostalgic.
The reverser sets the direction
Oh,
of
yeah.
travel and activates many of the train's systems.
I remember this from Trenton World 2018 with the switcher.
Let others know this locomotive is in operation by setting the headlights. The brake mode handle sets the mode of the brakes on the train. It features 3 different modes: trail, out, and lead. As you are operating the leading vehicle of the train, set the brake mode to lead. To begin loading passengers, you'll need to open the doors.
Oh yeah, I remember these.
It is time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
Yep, that works.
For this introduction, you will be completing a full lap of the circuit and performing passenger operations once you arrive at the next stop. This train is now ready to go. Release the brakes and apply some power to get moving.
Oh yeah, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. Yep, I remember all of this. Oh, this is pretty nostalgic. Oh, the winter's tasteful. Is what the losers on the forums will say.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. A control car, or cab car, is a non-powered rail vehicle that allows the engineer to operate the locomotive in the formation remotely. They are frequently used on diesel and electric hauled services, removing the need for the locomotive to run around the train and allowing for push-pull operations. Built by the Budd Company for Amtrak in the 1970s, the Amfleet cars were built to operate passenger services on the Northeast Corridor and to eventually replace the Metro liners, which also ran the line.
Where's the speedometer
Originally, the
thingy?
Amfleet cars were designed as electric multiple units, but are now train line equipped, allowing them to be operated from either the
That's a
cab
bug.
car or the locomotive. The body of the cars are made from stainless steel, which gives them their iconic appearance. They can reach speeds of up to 125 miles per hour. We are now approaching the station. Apply a small amount of brake force to come to a gentle stop.
Oh, this is pretty nostalgic. My lords!
Nice work. Now that the train is stopped, we can open the passenger doors.
Oh,
Good
I
work.
have.
That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
Boring. That was boring. Time for another boring tutorial.
In this training module, you'll be taken through the operation of a New Jersey Transit multi-level cab car.
Thanks for off
During
to
this
Trenton.
brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard. Take a seat in the engineer's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Lords.
To unlock the control desk, insert the reverser handle. The reverser sets the direction of travel and activates many of the train's systems. Let others know this locomotive is in operation by setting the headlights. To allow this cab to control the brakes, set them to be cut in. To begin loading passengers, you will need to open the doors. It is time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
That was pretty cool.
For this introduction, you will be completing a full lap of the circuit and performing passenger operations once you arrive at the next stop.
Do I have to?
This train is now ready to go. Release the brakes and apply some power to get moving.
Yes, it's done it again. Traction's cut out. That's quite nice, whatever a blue flag is. we are cutting. I don't know what's going on with these brakes. That's quite annoying, to be honest. Oh look, we can... all the fuses are here. We've got door stuff too.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. A control car, or cab car, is a non-powered rail vehicle that allows the engineer to operate the train despite not being in direct control of the locomotive. They are frequently used on diesel or electric hauled services, removing the need for the locomotive to run around the train and allowing for push-pull operations. The multi-level coaches have been in operation since 2006 and were built by Bombardier Transportation to be operated by New Jersey Transit. A total of 643 are in active service, with 62 of those being cab cars. The coaches have a carrying capacity of between 127 to 142 passengers and have a top speed of 110 miles per hour. We are now approaching the station. Apply a small amount of brake force to come to a gentle stop. Nice work. Now that the train has stopped, we can open the passenger doors. Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
Okay, back to the training centre depot. I hate the training centre, please God help me. What haven't I done? I need to do you, one of you. And I believe that is it. I will do the ACS 60. Ah, no, please not another one. God help me. Ah, I hate these tutorials. If it's gonna be...
In this training module,
Oh.
you will be taken through the operation of an ACS 64 electric locomotive.
Okay.
During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard.
I'm doing this for you guys. I know you like seeing the tutorials, and so I'm gonna do them for you.
Take a seat in the engineer's position. The brake mode switch controls the brakes across the train and features 4 different modes: trail, test, freight, and passenger.
Let's just do it fast
To
so I
begin
can get it
loading
over and done
passengers,
with.
you'll need to open the doors.
Reflections, mirrors. Mirrors got reflections. It's got reflections.
It is time to depart. Close the passenger doors. For this introduction, you'll be completing a full lap of the circuit and performing passenger operations once you arrive at the next stop.
Whoopee.
Let others know this locomotive is in operation by setting the headlights. This train is now ready to go. Release the brakes and apply some power to get moving. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. The Amtrak City Sprinter, or ACS, was first built by Siemens in October 2010 and was designed to operate the long-distance high-speed services on the Northeast and Keystone corridors in the United States. These locomotives were part of Amtrak's modernization program and were built with the intention of replacing the previously used electromotive diesels, which by then had been in operation since the late 1970s. The Amtrak City Sprinters have a power output of up to 8,600 horsepower and are capable of pulling 18 cars, reaching a maximum operating speed of 125 miles per hour.
I'm going to write a thread on the forums about the tutorials because I'm sick of them.
We are now approaching the station. Apply a small amount of brake force to come to a gentle stop.
So I just threw it on the forums. I don't know about you guys, but I feel the tutorials since Train Sim 1.3 have been very repetitive and boring. Don't get me wrong, they are very informative, but each tutorial seems to be a copy and paste of a shunting, or the small loop, or the bigger loop. After a while this gets tedious and boring. What's the point of having training if it's just going to be a carbon copy of a previous training mission? For example, I have driven the exact same one 5 times with different locos and I'm extremely bored with them. Please bring back the old tutorials as were a lot better when they was on the routes. Right. I'm up to 50 minutes and we've just been doing tutorials.
Nice work. Now that the train has stopped, we can open the passenger doors. Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this locomotive.
No, no more training. I can't take no more. Ugh, my brain. Let's just get the other two over and done with, eh? It's another 50 minutes down the Swanee. Oh, hello, achievements. NYT, Jersey Shore, successfully complete the ALP 46. Oh, tutorials are up. No, achievements are up rather.
In this
nice.
training
Hello.
module, you will be taken through the basics of understanding ATC, Automatic Train Control, and ACSES, Advanced Civil Speed Enforcement System.
So what achievements have we got?
First, let's enable enforcement of the ATC, ACSES, and alerter systems.
No, piss off, you stupid phone. Fucking cunt. I'm probably going to get cancelled for that. NYT Baller, complete all route tasks on New York Trenton. So we need to do route tasks. Cool, I'll do that in my own time. NYT Disco Fries, complete the NYC in NYT scenario. What? Okay, I'll do that in my own time. Anything for the seller? No. Nothing for the seller. Okay. No, nothing on there yet. Fair. So this is a safety system tutorial.
ATC ATC and ACSES work together to relay signal aspects and speed restrictions to the equipment in the cab. You should always follow in-cab signaling, even if ATC enforcement is not enabled. Now that ATC and ACSES enforcement has been enabled, penalties may be applied if speed limits are violated or if system alarms are not properly acknowledged. Now, let's take a look at the in-cab equipment. All relevant information pertaining to ATC and ACSES will be displayed on the ADU, or Aspect Display Unit. Most of your information will be displayed in this ADU. The top section of the ADU displays signal conditions in the current signal block. The MAS, Maximum Authorized Speed, is shown further down. You should always adhere to this speed, even if ACSES enforcement is disabled. Let's get moving and see how ATC and ACSES enforce both signal speed limits and track speed limits.
Tell you what though, I am a fan of these tutorials that are actually on the route and not in the training centre, where you're actually on the route learning stuff that actually happens on the route, like how you should be.
The ADU is currently displaying a clear aspect, meaning that you're able to proceed not exceeding the maximum authorized speed.
Why are you lying? It's not, you're showing restrict.
Overspeeding may result in a penalty brake application. Always adhere to the maximum authorized speed. ACSES allows for operating up to 3 miles per hour over the maximum authorized speed. Any higher and an alarm will sound. If this occurs, you have 8 seconds to reduce your speed before a penalty brake application. If the maximum authorized speed is exceeded by 6 miles per hour or more, an immediate penalty brake application will occur. To recover from a penalty brake application, move the brake handle into the suppression position and keep it there until at or below the maximum authorized speed. The train does not need to be stopped in order to recover from a penalty brake.
So off to Secaucus Junction.
The next signal is displaying a less favorable aspect than clear. When passing this point, the cab's signal aspect on the ADU will change in order to conform.
Will it?
When the cab signal changes to a less favorable aspect, an alarm will sound that must be acknowledged. If exceeding the maximum authorized speed, move the brake handle into the suppression position and keep it there until at or below the required speed.
What speed reduction? What a stuck train! Oh my god, that's cool. Oh yeah. We are under that speed anyway, so no worries. Oh, I remember this section from the original NEC New York. Oh, that's brought some memories back. Oh yes, memories are coming back. It's all coming back to me now. God, I've missed this route. Oh yes, this is what I like. This is the tutorials I like. Where you're actually on the route, learning the route, instead of being in the training centre going around that stupid loop 500 million times. Now write in the comments below, would you rather have the training centre missions or the missions where they're on the route? Because I know what I'd rather have. How could I stop at a cool? Oh. Right. Oh. That's a good screenshot.
The aspect has now changed to restricted. Not only must you operate at a reduced speed, but you are expected to drive by sight. Be prepared to stop if trains or other obstructions are seen ahead.
I remember this station from the original. Let's have a look around Caucus. Main line, Bergen line, Pasca. Pascac. Port Jervis line, Meadowlands and Hoboken. It says same on there, and it'll probably say the same on there. Again, no working elevators or escalators. Don't think. Yeah, no working lifts. It's not very disabled friendly, is it? I remember this station from the original NEC, New York. What a route that was.
Operate to the next station. As always, pay close attention to the maximum authorized speed and cab signal on the ADU.
Absolutely. You know I'm going to get a screenshot here, don't you? Cab signals have given up. Oh no, they haven't, they just can't see it. Oh look, there's an aeroplane. That's quite cool. What a beautiful looking room. No, I didn't get the Union Pacific pack because the price, it's not worth it. 6 liveries and 5 scenarios, yeah, no, you can keep it. Cat's still asleep. And bing. I'm following something. Do you know what? I'm going to split this into two because this is going on for way too long. So this will be part 1 tutorials, and then part 2 will be full line runs. What's dynamics coming on for no reason? I remember coming into this station. Again, no idea why dynamic brakes are coming on. keep going at Trenton at this rate.
That covers the basics of the ATC and ACSES safety systems. You can always replay this training module if you need a refresher on these topics.
Next one, then that'll be it for part 1, because I'm losing brain cells.
In this training module, you will be taken through the basics of understanding of the ASES, Advanced Speed Enforcement System. First, let's enable enforcement of the ASES and alerter systems. ASES relays signal aspects and speed restrictions to the equipment in the cab. You should always follow in-cab signaling, even if you have not enabled positive of ASES. Now that ASES enforcement has been enabled, penalties may be applied if speed limits are violated or if system alarms are not properly acknowledged. Let's take a look over the onboard equipment to understand how to read and react to them. Most of your information will be displayed on the display in the center of the console. The ADU to the left of the display shows the current signal aspect. The speedometer is to the right of the ADU. Your MAS, or maximum authorized speed, is shown in green around the edge of the speedometer. You should not exceed this. Your current speed is shown in the center. Let's get moving and see how ASES enforces signal speed limits and track speed limits. The ADU is currently displaying a clear aspect, meaning that you are able to proceed, not exceeding the maximum authorized speed.
We're not going to New Year. We are. It's just... oh my god, it's the same tutorial. But different system.
Overspeeding may result in a penalty brake application. Always adhere to the maximum authorized speed. ACES allows for operating up to 3 miles per hour over the maximum authorized speed. Any higher, and an alarm will sound. If this occurs, you have 8 seconds to reduce your speed before a penalty brake application. If the maximum authorized speed is exceeded by 6 miles per hour or more, an immediate penalty brake application will occur. To recover from a penalty brake application, move the brake handle into the suppression position and keep it there until at or below the maximum authorized speed. The train does not need to be stopped in order to recover from a penalty brake.
Let's speed up a bit.
The next signal is displaying a less favorable aspect than clear. When passing this point, the cab signal aspect on the ADU will change in order to conform. When the cab signal changes to a less favorable aspect, an alarm will sound that must be acknowledged. If exceeding the maximum authorized speed, move the brake handle into the suppression position and keep it there until at or below the required speed.
This will get some use. This will take some getting used to. The aspect has now changed to restricted. Not only must you operate at a reduced speed, but you're expected to drive by sight. Be prepared to stop if trains or other obstructions are seen ahead. Fuck's sake. I ain't stopping here. Stupid brake. These brakes are going to get a bit of use to getting used to. That works. That's where your LZB panel would be, the shunting controls would be.
Operate to the next station. As always, pay close attention to the maximum authorized speed and cab signal on the ADU.
Jesus Christ, hour and a half. Just for tutorials, Jesus. To be honest, I can go on talking for ages though, so that's not a surprise. Yep, I'm going to have a break after this because I am hungry and thirsty. So yeah, this has been too long on the old tutorials. I'm an idiot. These brakes are going to get some used to because it's click. It's right. Right.
covers the basics of the ASCS safety systems. You can always replay this training module if you need a refresher on these topics.